like the blue fluted. This would have been for the in the good old days, would have been for the middle upper class people. Here we have a beautiful Art Nouveau vase by Effie Hegermann Lindenkron. She was the best unique painters and molders, and this piece is actually a molded piece. It's very heavy, and then everything here is molded out. And we can see here on the back we have Effie's signature, and then we can see that it's made in 1920, and 1621 is the unique number, and they would have had a production catalog where they noted down who painted it, how much it cost, and what it was sold for. But the records at 빙앤그뢴달, they burned away, so they don't have it. But this is a good example of hers. And then we also have a similar piece, also by Effie, in all white with light blue character here, but also molded out. Everything here is molded, and this is a little bit earlier, from 1913, and we have Effie's mark here. At the same time at the factory, we also have here Elisabeth Drews Kofod. Was also a lady that made fantastic pieces. This is an unusual piece by her, and if you could see close by here, you see it's underglaze and then painted up with gold, and then here you have almost like enamel paint, so it's like a thick paint that almost comes out as if it's glass. So very rare to see, and these items are in the more expensive category. There's a piece like this. It's 85,000 kronas. It's a good piece, but it's not the most expensive piece. The most expensive pieces we have had was 500,000 and was by her. We can have a look at some other rare pieces. So here we have a piece, and it's by Valdemar Engelhardt, and it's what we called crystalline glaze. Valdemar Engelhardt, we have the VE. He was the chief engineer for chemistry at the Royal Copenhagen factory. Somehow it got to be very, very popular after the World Exhibition in Paris, where they showed the first pieces in, I think, 1889, and it got very popular. And a piece like this is around, I can't remember what I have it at, but 150,000. Most of these unique items were sold at their main stores, either in Berlin, Paris, New York, Chicago, London, and also a lot of the different world exhibition. And here we can see it has a signature here, Jenny Meyer. So it's 1906, and then also on the bottom has your unique number and then Jenny Meyer. So also a good piece. But they made thousands of unique vases over the years. Yeah, of all kinds of different qualities. Some are cheap, some are not. And over here we actually see an interesting piece. I will take that down. So this vase was sold to the Queen of England, who was a Danish princess, but she married the English crown prince, and we can look up in the records from the factory that this was sold to her. And then we actually have the inventory mark from the English royal estates. And the Copenhagen factory is also known for their, in Danish it's called skønvirke. It's a very naive look at nature, and the porcelain factory was located right beside Frederiksberg, where the zoo is also located. So often we see pictures painted on vases or figurines that you'll find at the zoo or you'll find at the park. And over here we see a vase formed of free snails, so also made just before the turn of or just before 1900. But in today's world, maybe that's not what people want on the table, but back then it was everything nature they loved. So, and the factory also made, if something had to be extra special, the piece was given to Anton Mikkelsen, which was the main silver manufacturer before 1900 and just after, and they would have made this beautiful silver item, and then the value of the piece would have been maybe 10 times as much as a normal vase. So it's very rare to see bigger pieces with silver mounting. Usually those were often sold at the world exhibitions to show off. So here we actually have it's the only one I've seen where they have cut out in the porcelain instead of painting, and then they have cut out, you have the ocean down here like you see on Japanese prints, and then they cut out birds. So, and this one is by a lady called Marianne Høst, also one of the very early ladies. So,